Well, good day, everyone. Craig back at you. Out again, 2018 Honda Goldwing. You know how it is. Uh, just out and about. Played hooky today from work. Well, I actually didn't play hooky. Just took the day off. It was a beautiful day out here, so I wanted to get some riding in. Close this a little bit. Make it sound a little bit better. So, wanted to get some riding in today, and was thinking about something after watching a video on YouTube last night. Sean Smoke bought a new Road King, a Harley Davidson Road King, and it's a sharp bike. It is, I think it's called like a white stonewash color, but it's a sharp bike. So if you haven't had a chance to check out, I think it's Smoke's vlog. He has a couple of them, but one of them he goes into is a 2020 Road King that he just bought. So the question that came to mind, is it time for you to buy a new bike? Is it time for you? Is it enough time passed where now it's time you got to get a new bike? And the reason that I bring up this question is as I was watching that video, I was like, wow, that Road King is nice. I mean, I'm looking at it and it's one of the first bikes that I looked at when I was going to buy my first motorcycle. I didn't end up doing it. I looked at the Road King, Road Glide, and naturally the Honda Goldwing, and ended up choosing the Honda Goldwing. But I had the Road King in mind. And so now as I'm looking at that bike, I'm like, well, you know, I have the Goldwing, I have the Valkyrie. What if I traded or sold the Valkyrie and then got the Road King? And then what made me think about it is there is absolutely nothing at all wrong with my Honda Valkyrie. I like the bike. I love the bike. I like to ride it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But there's this urge to switch or to try something new. And I'm wondering if it's just in particular to motorcycles, because I don't have that same mentality when it comes to my cars. I usually, I'll get a truck. My last truck that I had was a 2008. I kept that for 10 years and then bought a 2019. I'll keep a truck. Like even my 2019, I don't plan on getting anything new. Probably I'll keep that 10 years as well, and before I think about getting a new truck. When it comes to passenger vehicles, I don't have any issue with just holding on to them. I don't get this unction to it's 3 years in and I got to get a new vehicle. Maybe some people do, but it always seems like with motorcycles, you're always looking. Even though you might have a perfectly good bike that you don't have any issues with, you're always looking to get something different. So I asked that question to find out if you feel the same way. Are you always looking for that new bike? Doesn't mean you're going to pull the trigger, but are you always looking for that new bike? When I first started riding, I could not understand. I would see some people on YouTube and they would say they have 7 bikes or they have 8 bikes. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Why in the world would you, who needs 8 bikes? You need 1. And you only want to ride one at a time. Why do you need 8? But I do understand it better now. Each one of them has a little bit different feeling, a little bit different function, I guess. And so I see why people build a stable of bikes. Now, I'm not at that point. I'm not getting 8 bikes. I'm not doing all that stuff. But I was looking at that Road King. I'm like, yeah, if I could get a Road King and get rid of the Valkyrie. And then the other question is, for those of you that do have, I'll say like a stable of bikes, you got more than 2. Okay, that'll be my definition. You got more than 2 bikes, so you got a stable of bikes. Are you always on the prowl, or are you always on the lookout for a different bike? And does that feeling ever go away? Do you finally get to the point where you say, hey, I've amassed too many and I want to get rid of them? So, are you ready for that new bike? Is it time? Are you ready to pull the trigger? What are you looking at right now? Last question I'll say. We'll make this a relatively short vlog. What bikes do you have, and what are you looking at right now? I have the Goldwing, the Valkyrie, looking at the Road King. I can almost say with 99% surety that I will not be buying the Road King, but I'm looking at the Road King because that looks like a sharp bike. But what are you looking at? And if you aren't looking at any bikes, you're just happy with with what you have. What is it about your bikes that kind of has turned that switch off for you, where you don't want to look at anything else? I know that some people, they buy their bikes, and once they get them paid off, if they don't pay them off right off the bat, they're like, I'm not gonna look for anything else. I'm happy I got these bikes paid off. I don't have a bike payment, and I'm just gonna relax and chill out for a while. So maybe that's why you don't have that mentality just to always be looking. So anyway, I hope you all have had a wonderful day. I hope that things are going well. And again, what are you looking at buying? Is it time for that new bike? Is it? You know it is. You know it is. You know you want to. And what is that? And that new bike, what would it be? Alrighty, everyone, take care. We'll talk to you soon, and have a blessed day.